Howdy one and all, and welcome back. Ruckus here with some more Blitz action. Today was supposed to be a tank review, but these things always seem to take me twice as long as I figure to make. So in lieu of that, we are running through some low tier British tank destroyer action. Tiers 2 to 4 getting a run today. The UC 2-pounder at tier 2, the Valentine AT at tier 3, and the Alecto at tier 4. And this of course is the universal carrier 2-pounder, a nimble, at least on paper, tank destroyer with a punchy gun, the 6-pounder AT gun Mark 1, excellent penetration and very good damage numbers. However, the carrier itself is a terrible little tank, only 10 mils of frontal armour. I could not make this thing work. It's got a decent top speed, but it takes ages to get up there. The traverse speed is supposed to be decent, but it just felt very, very slow to me. And the worst thing about it, the reverse speed, I think it's a maximum of about 8 kilometers per hour, which is not something you want in a tank with absolutely no armor. It makes it very hard to duck out, take that shot, and then pull back into cover without taking fire in return. You spend a lot of time, we'll see here, desperately backtracking, trying to get out of the line of sight of someone. This is a tier 2 game on Rockfield, of course, and that was a big hit. I'm in all sorts of trouble. My teammates managed to take down that guy though, and you can see these other universal carriers having the same problem I am. That reverse speed is so sluggish. I think it would be unwise of me to poke over that ridge at this point. There's a lot of guns looking this way, and my 10mm of frontal armor will not hold up. Plenty of support though. Lots of guys up here. That's a shot I can take. The 35T goes down, and there's someone behind us. Swap to HE for the medium Mark II. I think that was a pen. Very low damage roll though for a HE pen. Oh, he's looking at me, back away! Oh. It's painful. It was just painful to play. I could not make this tank work. I gave it a good 10 games, but that was it. This guy's going down with a fight. Oh, he could get a shot on me here. Oh, thank you team. One universal carrier remaining. He is either AFK or a sniper. So we're going to move up. I am not going to advance forward. I don't want to take the first hit. So I'm going to pull up here behind this bush and let my teammates do the work for me. Get in there, boys. Oh, look at him go. It does hook along once it gets up to that top speed, but power to weight I don't think is very good. Boom! HE round, 135 damage. And Smarty Wishbone is the last to fall. Confederate in a second class for that game, 779 damage. Good credits for a tier 2 game, and 700 XP. So the Royal Race event is on worldwide at the moment. Just looking at the Asia server portal of our 800,000 game goal, we've only reached 84,917. Quite a while to go in 5 days and 17 hours. And I have not contributed a single point to that number yet. I don't know why they decided to make it tier 5 tank destroyers and over only. I don't know, it doesn't make much sense to me. Why do they want us to skip the low tier games? It's almost like they want us to use our money to free XP up to tier 5. Or is that just the cynic in me? I don't know. How are all the other server goals going? Are you any closer than us? We've only got 10% of our goal with 5 days and 17 hours remaining. I honestly don't think we'll get there looking at the numbers now, but things might pick up closer to the deadline as more people move into the mid to high tier games in this tech tree. But anyway, onto this Fort Despair game in the Valentine AT. If you saw my patch preview video, you'll know the ins and outs of this vehicle by now. It's based on the Valentine light tank chassis, and it just mounts a 6-pounder gun in a field carriage in place of a turret. The armor should be good, but unfortunately they've gone and placed those crew protective plates around the side and the gun mantlet. Only 14mm thick. Very easy pen for any of the guns that this tank can see. It's almost a HE pen for a lot of the guns it can see, which makes it a difficult tank to fight in, or at least to one-on-one trade with people in. and that type of vehicle that doesn't do well trying to carry games. But I did like this thing. I think it was a better performer than the Universal Carrier for sure. The 6-pounder is very reliable. This was a stock Valentine AT, I think, in this game. It's got the stock 6-pounder, maybe an engine upgrade or two in the tracks perhaps. But the 6-pounder itself, the stock version, is decent. Definitely gets the job done in a tier 3 game like this. It's AFK T82 there. If I can get rid of him, that'd be nice. So you will get the occasional bounce in the Valentine AT from poorly aimed shots from your enemies, and perhaps guys that just have no idea where to shoot. They don't understand what a red armor marker indicates. Which is more than you can say for the Universal Carrier. It cannot bounce any shots, it's terrible. But that being said, the Valentine AT's armor cannot be optimized in any way. You cannot angle the tank to increase that effective thickness of those top plates, and an enemy who knows where to shoot will penetrate and will do damage 99% of the time, which is why you see me running adrenaline in this thing. This is the first tank I've ever run adrenaline in. I don't really like its use in the game, and so I don't use it myself, but for the Valentine AT, I think it's a brilliant thing to have. If you're caught out in the open, being able to out DPM the opponent is the only way you can come out of that on top. You cannot angle the armor to bounce shots, you cannot maneuver, the top speed is too slow, and it's a non-turreted tank destroyer anyway. So out DPMing that opponent is pretty much the only chance you've got to survive. So you'll see me use this from time to time in game as a defensive ability. I don't really use it on the offensive. I think the DPM of the gun itself is good enough that you don't need to be spending money to make it better in most situations. But if you're attacked and you've got no other option, punching that adrenaline is a very good way to get yourself out of that situation. Having a hard time of it here on this Fort Despair game. These PZs are giving me all kinds of trouble. And we've got left a PZ38T, and so do they. A cruiser to my right who needs to push up a bit, be a bit more aggressive. He's hanging back a bit too much. And they've got another PZ and a T46, I think it was. Need to use these bushes here, hide myself, take shots from cover, and then pull back behind me where there's a dip in the ground I can hide to reload and to avoid the return fire. Just cannot take hits in this thing. Panning about crazily. What the hell was that? Let's just go back. I think I was inside the matrix there. Camera bug. I think there's a bit too much foliage around me. You can see my frame rate is chugging whenever I swap from sniper to normal view. Chugging down about 30 frames per second. Come on iPhone, lift your game. Is my cruiser backup going to move in? No, he's happy where he is. Oh, he's on the move? No, he's not. He's just cheeking back and forth. Need these guys to make an error. Need them to stick their heads out a bit too much. There's the 38T. That'll do. Wasn't spotted there. There's enough cover between myself and them. This 35T seems to know what he's doing. He's got 3 kills already. He's having a good game. T26 it was, not a T46. And he's not moving. Might be tracked. There's another kill. 5 now. Come on, mate. Stick your head out. It'll all be over soon. Nice. That's 6 kills. Top Gun award. No pulls, of course, because it's a low tier game. 800 damage. Good amount of XP. And 1,000 credits. 2,000 XP. Ranger award for killing all those light tanks. I've got one more Valentine AT game to show you. This time it's a tier 4 battle on Black Goldville. I'm running the 6-pounder AT gun Mark IV, the upgraded 6-pounder gun. I didn't bother running any games in the 3.7 inch howitzer. The Valentine itself is slow enough. I don't want the gun to be a slow performer as well, so I didn't bother playing with it at all. The Mark IV 6-pounder has a little bit extra rate of fire, up to 12 point something rounds, 12.2 rounds per minute I think it is. 110 mil penetration for armor piercing, and a little bit extra, 10 mil extra for a PCR. Nothing crazy. The stock 6-pounder does a decent job. Probably even do pretty well in a tier 4 game as well. A little bit extra accuracy too on the Mark IV. Climbing up the hill, looking for a bush to sit behind. This thing definitely needs to stay hidden. Look for those bushes around the map. There's a target. The General Lee. Pulling away, but not quick enough. Getting some good hits on him. Bit worried about that Covenanter though. Don't want to get spotted, so I'll pull back a little bit. Still haven't been spotted though, and our Lee gets their Lee. Targets appearing down in the refinery. Keep one eye on that mini-map at all times. Hetzer and a Cruiser 4 threatening our Alecto, who just took a massive hit. That Hetzer definitely has the derp gun. This M3 Light is now the only thing standing between myself and them, and he's AFK. Speculative shot. Will they be spotted by the M3 Light? I need that. Yes, it did hit. And they've seen him. We'll get a few shots of this Hetzer before they take him out. Hetzer's pulling away to cover. Cruiser Mark IV. Not much armor on those, so test HE rounds, but no, not enough pen in that. So back to AP. Get some good shots on. One more will do it. No, into the rock. He slips by. And I'm spotted, so out of the line of sight of that Hetzer. What's going on up the hill? Not good. We're losing tanks. Just myself and what is that? Looks like a cruiser as well. Terrible accuracy on the pom-pom from that range. Oh no, we've got a lead left as well. So it's 3-4. Look out, Hetzer though. Here he comes. Need to swap now. APCR. Punch the adrenaline. Oh, I'm a one-shot kill for this guy, easy. But he looks like he's having gun depression problems, and just gets out of that situation. The adrenaline really rescuing me there. The medium gets our M3 lead though, and this cruiser is playing hide and seek. There he is. Oh, I've lost the cruiser as well. Do not want to get caught between 3 enemies. Rush the cruiser now. Got to remove at least one threat so I can turn and face the other. Punch it, Chewie. Top speed, 25 k's per hour. No need for armor piercing composite rigid for these guys. All tier 3 tanks left, thankfully. Cruiser 4 playing the cat and mouse game. That's okay. I'm behind this rock as well. Protect me from the medium 3. Who is having some accuracy problems. Penetrates me once. I get 2 return shots. Take him out. Now 2 minutes 44 left on the clock. There's the PZ3A. I'm glad he's come to fight me because I would no chance of catching that guy if he wanted to run away. Cruiser 4, not the right time to make your approach, unfortunately, mate. 1-on-1 now. PZ3 is going to take a page out of the cruiser's book, playing the cat and mouse game as well behind the rock. There's no way I can rush around and catch him if he can at least barely control his vehicle. Twice the speed of this thing, so pull back, wait until I am hidden like I am now, and now rush in, hopefully catch him unawares. Oh no, unfortunately he was already moving off to the right by the time I was spotted there, so that's not going to work. 1 minute 45 left on the clock though, plenty of time to play around this again. Pull back, hidden again now. Try the same thing again. Oh, am I Making an approach. One shot. Will he hang around? No, he's pulling back. Charge forward. And he looks like he's committed to that direction, so I'll go all in. He's backtracking, but too slow. And pop. So the mastery and a collar banos for that game. 1,500 damage. 22 shots fired, 18 penetrations, 24,000 credits, and 2,500 XP. At tier 4, the British have got the Alecto, one of the most unusual looking vehicles in Blitz at the moment. Check it out, what a beast. Crazy looking road wheels, big crew fighting compartment, no armour whatsoever, 10mm of all-round armour is all you get in the Alecto. But it's quite a maneuverable little thing. Only weighs 8 tons, has a 180 horsepower engine, so that's over 20 horsepower per ton. Shifts about okay, good top speed too, 51 k's per hour. Pimps in the Panzer 4D, and I don't know if you saw them, but Alecto slipped up there with that A20, so he's got a fight on his hands. I've got the auto aim off, but I can't stop this T28. He's going to get through as well, so that's 3 on 1 up there now. Pimp gets the A20, a fourth. Another T28 approaching the hill, and he is committing up, so bad luck, Pimp. Not this time, mate. Down he goes to the T28. Was able to get quite a few shots away. This Alecto is running the, what is it, the 6-pounder Mark IV that was on that Valentine AT last game, so good rate of fire, good penetration values. And we'll get the job done in a tier 4 game. There's also an Alecto to my right as well, who is running the same gun, and he's going to have a good game. It's a good sniping tank, but you just cannot do your own spotting. So thankfully the Hetzer and the DW2 have left the campfire, and they're going to move in. There's a medium 2, just clips his engine deck. Snipers on the hill though, you have to be careful, move from bush to bush. M2 sticks out again, track shot, no damage. There we go, that's a shot. We're down only one tank, the hill guys are taking quite a bit of damage. And there's something to the left. It's another Alecto. Loot him go. Auto aim is still off. Probably time to turn that back on now. Hold still. Now Alecto gets that Alecto, and now there's just the hill push team left, and they are all on about a one-shot kill for this gun, 90 average damage. Punch the boost, let's move in. You'll notice I've got the boost instead of the adrenaline on the Alecto. Maximise that top speed, get yourself out of any tight binds. The other Alecto is moving as well. He's obviously a decent player, knows what he's doing. This is when you want to rush in your Alectos, when the enemies are all just about finished off and you can afford to take a hit to win the game. Nicely done, mate, well played. Just a sniper and the 3rd class badge for that game. 1,000 for myself, 1,000 for the other Alecto, and 770 for Pimp. Good accuracy stats on that game, and 27,000 credits. For the last game of the day, I've got the Alecto in a tier 5 game on Dead Rail. Pimp Daddy is here again in the Panzer 4D, and I'm running the QF 25-pounder AT gun howitzer Mark III. Funny little short barreled howitzer with a good alpha damage, 210 for AP or gold AP, which is a gold round, and 300 damage for HE rounds. Average penetration as you'd expect, and a very slow shell, a very slow muzzle velocity I should say. It lobs its shells across the map, as we'll see. Move to this little sniping scouting position. Pimp's working the mid-ridge, looking for targets, but there's no one around. Lovely view from up here. Just idyllic. M4 on the other side of the map. Our team all moving towards the spawn. T49 is potentially a target. He's just taken out a DW2. See the shell arc. Lobs very high as it moves across that long shot. He's poking out again. Minimal shot. Plonk. It looks like most of the reds are in towards cap, so this position not best for this gun. Move away. Wolverine has scattered the rear of the map, so there's no reds on spawn. Can move to the center here. There's the side of an M4, which is good enough for the AP rounds of this gun, which have 71mm of penetration, with the gold AP only getting an extra 21mm of penetration, 92 mils. He's taking a few hits, he's pulling away. Will he poke out again? He's a one-shot kill for me now. Doesn't look like he will. No. Really can't hang around here too much longer. Lost a PZ4. No, things are getting tight. We're going to lose that M4 as well. Got to make a move. UC38 NA. Pimp gets him before I can approach. Oh, T49. I would have had that kill, but he's moving away. Here's that M4. I don't want to waste my shot on his front. He'll use that opportunity to then poke out and get me. And there's no way you bounce an Alecto. Dance back and forth. T49 instead. Yes. And our M4 gets their M4. Things looking better now. 3 to 4 kills, but they pull it back. Our very low health M4 goes down. Pimp's in trouble now, but he does get the M3 Lee, who's sitting on cap before it goes down himself. And now it's 2 full health tier 5 versus a full health Wolverine and myself, and I am not hanging around. Got to rush back to our Wolverine. Hopefully this guy knows how to shoot at least. He's just traded shots with the M4. Whoop, T34, pull away. Okay. Stick with the Wolverine. If we can isolate one of their tanks, we will have the edge. Their T34 is capping. Not the right move. Oh, it's not a bad move actually. But the M4 is isolated. And Coggan in the Wolverine. Come on, mate, let's do this. Swap to premium AP. Need that extra 21 mils of pen now. Can't afford to have any bounces. Trying to flank, but oh, he could have me, but he's not paying attention. He wants Coggan. Coggan. There's a T on the end. Side shot into the M4. Trading damage. Come on. Right. Oh, they pulled it back though. The T44 gets the Wolverine. And now it's 1-on-1. So I'm not going to rush in. Need to first hopefully spot this guy without taking any fire. So there he is. Just see what he wants to do. Let's just gauge his skill level first. He's coming in. I don't want him to charge around the corner and catch me in the open, so cat and mouse around the building. Looks like he's running the 76mm gun, I think it is, on that T34. Slower rate of fire, but very good alpha damage. He's coming around. Is he? No. Yes, he is. Side shot. And he donks his return shot. I think I'm lucky here in that this is a relatively new player. Another shot for no damage returned. Yeah, he's definitely having troubles. Got the speed boost if I need it, but I can keep pace with this guy, no problem. I'm going to trade shots here. At this point, I think it's worth it. And now he's a one-shot kill. I don't think I would have swapped back to regular AP there. Not sure what I was doing. Take another shot, but through the front for the win. And that's the episode done. Thank you, guys. That is Tiers 2 to Tier 4 on the new British Tank Destroyer line. And now I can finally get into this armour. The AT2 coming up next. Really looking forward to it. Very troll little tank. So thanks for watching, and good luck in game. And I'll see you all on the next one. Peace.